Oh, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I'm your boy Narik Chase, and in this video, we're uploading another video onto the A Closer Look podcast. And the Closer Look is basically just talking about favorite scenes from movies, why we like them, why we didn't like them, why it's so hype. Just basically just straight on scenes. And I know a lot of people have enjoyed this one because it's personally one of not only my favorite moments in the Star Wars saga, but it's one of my favorite moments, like fighting wise. It's just great. And this moment is the fight between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker at the climactic battle during the ending scenes of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, offhand, this is just a bad ass fight. Just it's freaking awesome. It's fast paced, action packed. The music is just blaring. You get I'm not gonna lie. This fight is like kind of playing at the same time with the fight with Sidious and Yoda, which I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to strictly talk about this one. But this fight is just freaking awesome. There's a lot of reasons why this fight is just one of my all-time favorite fights. One, there is this relationship between these two characters who you've seen go, the prequels are pretty much about them. Even though there's all this stuff going on in the galaxy, it is really about their relationship. More so Anakin's fall to the dark side, but it is pretty much about them and their relationship. And you enjoyed it. Now I don't know if you like the prequels or not. I think they're enjoyable. I think they're watchable. There are a lot of great moments that they do. There are a lot of moments they do a lot better than the original films. But it's not like they don't have their problems. But the reason why this is one of my favorites is because it has so much emotional depth to it. You have these two friends, these two brothers, this master and apprentice. This on so many levels, they're just these two men with utmost love and respect for each other, and they're at this breaking point now where they have to fight each other. One of them has to lose, one of them has to win, and whichever it is, it affects the galaxy. So you see this despite all these adventures, despite all the life lessons that they've learned, everything that they've gone through, the bond that they share, they're at each other's throats. And like I said, it is for the fate of the galaxy. Now it builds up with Padme going to go see Anakin on this fucked up planet called Mustafar. Just it looks like hell. That's like the stereotypical version of hell. And while she's trying to talk to him, she actually believes what Obi-Wan had said to her earlier in the film, that Anakin has gone to the dark side. He's killing people, little kids, just wiping out niggas left and right. So in her desperation, she's trying to appeal to his good side. She's trying to get him back to the light side of the force, and he is just got his grip on him, which kind of worsens when Obi-Wan shows up. So of course, there's a lot of tension there. Obi-Wan's trying to get him back too. He's trying to talk sense into him. Of course, Anakin feels justified. I will say this: the books did a lot better with his justification. The movies kind of were lacking. So if you want to go back and reread the Revenge of the Sith book, which I do have that book review on this channel, so check that out. It's a great book. It does a better job of explaining his mentality and his perception. But so when all else fails, Obi-Wan sees that he has no choice but to take out Anakin. And Anakin accepts that challenge, and they just get into it. Now, right off the bat, I will admit, a lot of people say that this scene feels very choreographed, and to some extent, I understand. But there was a bit in the book that I read that made more sense, and it changed my perspective on it. And it just said that these two have been training, and if you think about it, they've been training for thousands of hours, so they recognize each other's moves. They know how each other moves, how to defend and how to attack and everything. Which is why their move, the way that they move and everything, does feel it explains the choreographed sequence to it. So I actually thought that made actually a bit more sense, and I'm glad I read that bit in the book. So yes, it's very fast paced. And when I went back and watched the original fight that Vader and Obi-Wan had in the original trilogy, I realized that the fight that they had in this is kind of built off of that battle. The way that they spin, the way that they parry each other's moves and everything. It's like it's Whoever thought, and I give it to him, whoever did the choreography of this sequence, was you two thumbs up. That's a great nod to the original trilogy. You see that in the original trilogy they moved the exact same way. The fighting styles the exact same way. The only difference is they're much slower. However, in this one they are far faster. They are just sitting here spinning. They're sitting here doing the blades. Love watching the little choreography bit that they have with the extra features and stuff. And it's them just going ham on each other. It's a very fast-paced sequence, and I think that Mustafar actually is like the perfect setting. It made everything feel dreary. It made everything feel like this is the finale. This is like the place that you don't want to be. I love the way that it actually just looks, and it actually emphasizes like the stakes that are at how big the stakes are in this. Why each one of them has to win. So during the fight, of course, there are some moments in it that I do feel like I think they could have worked out a little bit better. There's one sequence where they're using the force on against each other. I wish we could see like just a slight bit of. Yeah, I know. If you know me, I young. I be tired all freaking time. Low iron sucks. But there's a sequence where they're using the force on like this, and it's like. Zzz. I wish we could have seen a slight bit of what like a physical manifestation is. Kind of like when you watch Dragon Ball Z, you see what chi actually looks like, or if you watch Naruto, you know what chakra kind of looks like. I wish we could have got a little bit like it's so concentrated that it's like an electrical something. You know what I'm saying? Like something like remember like on Big Trouble in Little China when the China dude was sitting here talking to the white guy and he did like this. You saw the little electricity go between his hands, like something like that, and possibly seeing a bit more of it affecting the various things in the environment. Like they're pushing against each other, and I would have liked to seen like a shockwave or something knock out all the stuff that's around them. So I would have liked to have seen more on that bit. But I also like the fact that while they're fighting, you can see that they are getting tired. And I do like the fact that while they were fighting, they were like traveling. Like okay, they were first fighting on this platform, and then they went into this hallway, and then they went to this control room where Anakin slaughtered all these freaking people, and then they went out into the catwalk thing outside, and then they were fighting over the lava. Over I don't know what the hell that thing was they were fighting on, a path. I don't know. They were fighting out on that crap, and then uh, when they knocked out the controls, the lava was getting past the force fields, and it broke that big platform thing down. Which I thought that was actually pretty cool too. Whoever thought of that sequence was actually a freaking genius. You got this moment where you got Anakin sitting here. Oh, hold on, this. Okay. You got Anakin and Obi-Wan are literally fighting over this freaking river of lava that they on, and the platform thing is like it looks like a tower kind of at this point because it fell straight down like that. So they're climbing up it, and it's running down this river of lava, and they're climbing up, but they're still fighting. And what makes it even much better? Not only is the cinematography does it look great, not only is the fighting itself fast paced and action packed, well choreographed, not only is the setting just fantastic and perfect for such a showdown. Not only is it just the emotional attachment to the sequence that makes it great, it's the freaking soundtrack. The soundtrack just takes it. When it starts out, it's fast paced and action packed. But then when they get onto this part where they're on this river of lava and everything, the orchestra, I don't know, opera, it got this like opera grandiose feel to it, and it feels like really emotional. And I'm like, this is awesome, and you're like, you don't know who's gonna make it. You don't know Obi-Wan if they're gonna kill each other, they're gonna fall into the freaking lava, it's gonna collapse, and everybody, you know. So while they're still fighting and climbing at the same time, you know, there's this pretty cool bit where these wires are like dangling. So they like Obi-Wan like jumps off and one of the wires swings out, and then Anakin does the same thing, and they kind of clash in the air. I thought that was pretty cool. I kind of wanted to see a little bit more with that. I don't know where I would want to see them go with that, but it seemed like a pretty cool scene. So this big old bridge thing that they're climbing up is starting to fall over this waterfall. I mean, this lava fall, these falls or whatever it is, and they both managed to jump on these droids that have these like, I guess they're picking up lava and they're using it to. I don't freaking know, but they got these shields, these force fields under them that keep the lava and the heat and stuff from melting them. So they're they're just flying across the lava fighting now, and it's freaking awesome. They're sitting here fighting over lava, and they had this great little moment where Anakin is saying like, or no, Obi Wan's like, I failed you. What did he say? Yeah, it's like he was like Anakin was like, I failed. No, Obi Wan said he's like, I failed you. Anakin is like, I don't remember what the hell Anakin said. I'm sorry. He was like, why didn't? He was like, he couldn't believe the Jedi were plotting to take over, and then Obi Wan is like Palpatine's evil, and then Anakin is like, from my point of view, the Jedi evil, which I like that bit of line too because it does give you perspective on how he sees the Jedi. Although I still say everybody says the transformation was still a little bit too quick. Uh, so like I like that little moment, and I like how Anakin follows it up with, this is the end for you, my master. And I like that, even though they're fighting, it seems like he does kind of have that little, in that little moment, it seems like he had a little bit, he still has respect for Obi-Wan. I think that's why I like how he said that. Maybe it's respect, or maybe he just so used to calling him master. But then again, he does call him Obi-Wan. So I think it's more of like, okay, yes, you are my master, so still showing you respect, despite the fact that I'm going to kill the shit out of you. So they have a bit more of a pretty cool clash, and then Obi Wan jumps off before Anakin can kill him, and then Anakin decides, to be a show off, and when he goes to attack Obi Wan on the bank, Obi Wan manages to cut off not only his arm, his left arm, but also his two legs. Uh, but continue because go past. I'm not going past this part. This part is actually a pretty bold move for whoever wrote this because they had to get this right. They had to get this moment right. Obi Wan and they did. You got Obi Wan sitting here showing remorse uh, that everything turned out so wrong. That he believed that what was he said you were the chosen one. You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. Uh, what he said, bring light to the galaxy or not leave it in darkness. I'm paraphrasing. And he was like, "You were my brother Anakin. I loved you." And I think that actually was a very powerful moment for the character of Obi Wan Kenobi because Jedi are not meant to love. They're not meant to have that attachment. Even though you really you know what I'm saying, you love them, your apprentices and your Jedi brothers and sisters and stuff. But I think he actually had like general like love for them. Like, yes, this is, you are my brother. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like if you're a soldier, you love your comrades. You love your comrades, but it seems like it would be a different love than like an actual family member love. Because think about it, Obi Wan has raised him. He's not, Obi Wan. This isn't Obi Wan saying he loves you to another one of these Jedi guys and stuff that he's cool with and grown up with and anything like that. He's actually basically raised Anakin, so he is like a son. He is like a son to him. It is like a father son moment right there. So that was really good. That was a really powerful moment. And then you see what Anakin's response was, and he says, I hate you. And then, while he's down there, he's constantly sliding towards the lava. and he's hurting like hell. You got your arms and your leg cut off. Your arm and your legs cut off. That gotta hurt. So his eyes turn yellow, and I thought that was really cool too, because I think that's the second time you see. Because usually when you're a Sith, your eyes go yellow. Because it happened with Maul. It happened with Darth Sidious as well. Uh, Count Dooku, I don't know why they didn't do it with him, but most of the time you see somebody turn to the dark side, you see their eyes like turn yellow. I don't know what that is, but and then of course, and then he gets too close. He slides too close to the lava, and then he basically bursts the flames. And it was really a messed up moment because it's like Obi-Wan could not bring himself to kill him. Through all that stuff that this guy's done, he still could not bring himself to kill him. He just basically left him there. And Anakin got what Vader got what he deserved. I mean, you been an asshole and you was killing innocent people, so that's what you get. But that's pretty much the gist of it. The reason why I like this scene is because of the emotional weight behind it. You have this basically father son, brother brother, master apprentice, whatever you want to classify these two as, best friends, brothers. Uh, you see all this stuff that they've been through, and it's more so emphasized if you watch like the Clone Wars and anything, because you see that the things that they've gone through together, and then for it to just end so badly, where they have to turn on each other and just engage in this basically it feels like an ultimate battle, but it's very personal. So that's what makes it very important. It is like the ultimate battle, but at the same time, it is personal. So I just wanted to talk about that one. One of my all-time favorite Star Wars sequences, as well as fight sequences. In the comment section below, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on the Obi-Wan versus Anakin fight sequence. Why did you like it? Did you like it? Just tell me the things that you saw, your interpretation of it as well. Things I might have missed, let me know down in the comment section below. Be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what's going on this channel, guys. Catch you guys later.